So this is going to be lamb hock with beer. We've got some ale and some honey, and I'm going to do that with a nettle champ. So first things first, the hock around the shin of the lamb. So it's a muscly cut, so a wee bit of salt on this, and then I've got a nice hot pan here, and then we'll just put a bit of oil on it just to heat that up, and then we're going to seal that off and then add all our vegetables and everything to it. So now that's pretty smoky now, that's good. So just want to put these in here. So just want to get a wee bit of colour in these on the lamb here. And then just into that we're going to put some onion. So a bit of onion, just not fine, some celery. We'll just get this sealed off. There we get a nice bit of colour in that, a wee bit of colour on our bottom bit there. And the thing about sealing it off is you're sort of caramelising the sugars. So if you don't do this, you tend to get like a sort of a grey, kind of a foamy thing. So we want to just avoid that. So get that all cooked round. So this is a cheap dish. It used to be a lot cheaper. Used to give them away, not anymore unfortunately. Just tuck in our vegetables into the bottom there, and they'll soak up some of that lovely juice. A wee bit of salt just in at the bottom there. And we just want to let that colour that lamb just a wee bit there. Colour those vegetables a wee bit. And sort of a nice juice from the lamb will come down. So we're keeping this really, really nice and straightforward. Wee bit of honey. This is a heather honey, and just a nice sort of tablespoonful of honey. Yeah, I'm getting that lovely smell now coming through. Look, and it's all sealed off. And then just some ale. So this is just this is actually called Barney's Brew, and Barney invented the Belfast Bap. So there we're, which is a roll. So we're just nice bit of that. And then all I want to do there, get beautiful smell of that beer and the honey and everything, and the lamb, absolutely gorgeous. So just put a lid on. And then into a slow oven, like I would normally put that in about 150 and leave it really, we're going to leave that for about 3 hours. Might be longer, might be less, just check it, and if it's nice and fork tender, then we're good to go. The lamb's just cooking away there, so we're going to do like a nettle champ. So champ is potato, mashed potato with the addition of scallions and butter. We're going to put in some, I'm also going to put in some blanched nettles, and also a wee bit of kale to go into it. So what I've got here is, I've got the scallions, so a couple of scallions, and these are the nettles here. But what I did was just to pick the nettles, obviously with gloves, into boiling water for about 10 seconds, take them out, cool them down. And that's just to take the sting away. Wee bit of milk in the pan, and I've mashed the potato already. Bit of milk and then a bit of butter as well. So nice bit of butter, and just let that melt in there. And then just we'll try and finely chop the scallions so there's not much cooking in them. You don't want big lumps of scallions. You want nice and fine. And then the idea is that the scallions sort of flavour the milk. If you even let them infuse for an hour, that would be great. Okay, so that's our scallions. So they just into the pan, and then let that just sit a wee second. And then our nettles here, we're going to put them in. So just again nicely shred it, and champ and Kilcannon. Kilcannon's well, we would know Kilcannon now as a potato and cabbage, But actually Kilcannon would have started off with potato and nettle. And nettles, also great Ulster-Scots dish is nettle soup, which is probably the best thing you can eat. But anyway, put that down. You get that, start to get that lovely smell of milk and onions. And so I just want to shred. I've already blanched the kale. And then that just goes into, I'll put that in as well. So the idea is that we're just warming the milk, and we're just going to warm the spuds. Just warm these vegetables up, and they're already kind of blanched, so you don't want them overcooked either. You want that nice green. I'm going to put a wee bit of salt into that as well. So I've already cooked the spuds and mashed them, so they'll just go in here to warm up. Give this a good mix together then. You want this to be nice and creamy as well, so we'll just a wee bit for a mash. And then that other bit of butter, that's going to go at the end. So we'll just let that bubble away there, and just to warm through and absorb all the beautiful vegetables there. So lamb took about 2.5 hours, so just nice slow oven, and then you've got their lovely juices and everything in there. And so we've just our champ nicely cooked here. So just this is our champ with loads of kale in it, probably more kale than potatoes actually, and nettles and a few scallions. And I'll just take our lamb shank there. Just put that down there, and then just some of the nice juices. So these juices have got the ale in them, they've got some honey, they've got all the flavour from the lamb, the flavour from the vegetables, you know, from our lovely onions and our celery. And that's it, there we are, that's our lamb hock with nettle champ.